Hi friends, please subscribe my channel for technical training and placement related videos. And if you want more updates on my videos, please click on bell icon. Thank you for subscribing. Hi friends, welcome to Elevate Training Solutions. You know already, Wipro released that notification and the last date is January 5th. And we have exam on January 18th to 23rd, right? So this is a tentatively, but the last date of registration is January 5th. So I hope you are already registered in the Wipro, and if you're not, please go on registered. I'm going to discuss from today onwards programming questions. You know, the section coding section is very important in the Wipro point of view. So we have a 60 minutes of time. You need to solve the two questions, right? So first, let us see what is the pattern here. This is the pattern. Okay, what we discussed in the earlier, the pattern is same, but in this class, in this channel, I'm going to concentrate on only one section, that is the coding. It's not automata, it's a coding section. It is the nearly 60 minutes and two questions. Generally, you already seen, these are the topics we are going to consider in the Wipro National Hunt. Please note this, at least you need to solve at least one question, full question. Otherwise, there is very less chances to clear the Wipro National Hunt, right? If you follow my channel, definitely you can crack the coding down, right? So let us see what are the topics I'm going to cover. I'm going to divide this total coding down into two parts, mathematics and arrays and strings, like that. So in the first part, we are going to see the mathematics sessions. So what is the mathematics means? See, I'll show you the one by one. After this class, so in the today class, I'm going to cover the first one, finding the number of digits in a given number, and arithmetic and geometric progression and quadratic equations. I'm going to cover these three topics in the today class, and the next class I'm going to go to the next remaining topics, right? First, finding the given digits of in a given number. Find the number of digits in a given number. Generally, if you go to this question, generally what you are going to do, you can use a one while loop, right? You just use a while loop. How you are going to do? You just use a while loop, normal method. For example, n equal to the number, right? This is the n number. What you're going to do? You just use a while loop while n is greater than 0, n is greater than 0. Here I'm going to explain through the Python, right? And n equal to n by 10. Okay, each time you're going to use counter, right? C equal to 0, C plus plus. Then if you repeat this loop, it will get 0 when all the numbers are goes to 0, right? So then the time complexity of this loop is, it goes to how many digits? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose n digits are there. N digits are there. Then its time complexity is big O of n. You may get a TLE error. It's very simple. I'll show you, I'll give a small trick how to find the number of digits in a given number. Number of digits in a given number. Simple. See, you know very well. You just import math, right? Math. After that, you know, suppose n equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, you need to find how many digits are there. Generally, you just use a for loop or while loop until you get you can count how many digits are there in a given number. Instead of that, you just use some k equal to you know math function, math dot log 10 of n. See, print k. What it is given? 2.00, right? And after this, please note this, use +1 and this should be floor. math dot floor. 3 numbers, that's all. Here the time complexity of this one is big O of 1. See, sir, what happened if I change the digits? See, it contains 22 digits. See, if you want, you just count it. 22 is given, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Right? Simple. It's very, very simple by using math.log of 10. Math.log of 10. By using this formula, you can retrieve the number of digits. You just use this formula. Please note this. You just use this formula. You can retrieve the number of digits in a given number. It's very simple, right? Please note this. This is the formula. Right? So no need to write a while loop or n. Nothing is required. Hope it is clear, right? So why? So this one is gives the some point value. This is the reason I just use a floor. Floor means it gives 2.00 something, right? So finally it gives a 2. 2 plus 1 means 3. Suppose the value is 123. And plus 1 means you need to go for the seal value. Otherwise, instead of this plus 1, you just use a seal value here. That's enough. Right? Either floor or seal. If you use a seal, you simply remove that one. Instead of that, you just use floor value. Right? Is this clear? Right? If you have any doubts, just comment on video. Definitely, I will help you. This is the first thing, right? The next, arithmetic and geometric progression. So what is that? I'll tell you one thing. Program to print nth number in a given series. They give a very lengthy series. You need to find the nth number. How you are going to do? So you just repeat a one loop, right? Suppose I require the fourth number, fourth series. Then I need to repeat 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus, 10 is the answer, right? If it requires fourth digit in this series, then 2, 4. So like that, it required big O of n time complexity. Big O of n time complexity, right? That is the process generally we are going to solve. But instead of that, you just use a formula. I'll tell you what is the formula. Is this clear? Generally, if you get the same kind of problem, what you're going to do? Suppose a equal to, the numbers are there. What is that? 1, 3, and you just add 2, 2, right? 5, 7, 10. This is the series, right? This is the series. You need to find. So you need to find some nth number, nth series number. How you are going to find? How to going to find? See, if n is 10, I need to find the nth number. So what you are going to do? You just use a one loop until you reach to that nth value. Until you reach to the nth value, I equal to 1. So while I is less than 10, less than or equal, right? 10th digit. You know, each time it is going initial value. What is initial value? A value is 1. So each time we are going to increment. What is the difference between here? 2 difference, right? So a equal to a plus 2. Print of a. This is the process you are going to solve. Oh, sorry, I need to print that I equal to I plus 1. I need to increment, right? 21 is the number. 21. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the fifth series? Oh, Here I need to use n, right? I did some mistake. Oh, 1 plus 2, 3, right? So 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, right? 9. So already you started with 1, right? So simply you just use, this is the way. This is the way, right? So instead of that, you just use a formula. Just use a formula to find the nth number. So it gives, what is the time complexity? Big O of n. To reduce that one, you simply use the formula. I'll tell you the formula. How we are going to use the formula, right? See, the formula is, it's very, very simple. The formula is, for example, if you want to find the nth number, right? So simply you just take that print of. So what is initial value? 1, right? Initial value 1, right? And so n minus 1 into d. That's all. Is it over? Is okay. Yeah, d is not fine, right? So d means difference. What is the difference here? 2, right? Got it? Got it? Using single statement, I got the answer without using any for loop. Without using any for loop, here got the answer. Please note this. I'll show you the formulas. But you should remember what kind of series it is. It is arithmetic or geometric. It is arithmetic, it has a one formula. It is geometric, it has a one more formula. Right? Next, one more program. Program to find sum of n terms of a given series. N terms. So last one is nth series, nth value in the series. But here n terms. N terms. So for that purpose is simply find what you're going to do. We're going to add all the numbers. So it takes big O of n, again time complexity. See, these are the formulas. Is the nth term. What is the nth term? Here, please note this. Here a is the initial term. What is the initial term? So d is the difference. Right? N minus 1 is the, what is the term you want? For example, if you apply here, I want third term. So what is the a value? A value is 1 plus, and n value, you required third term, right? 3 minus 1 into d. What is the d value here? So what is the difference? 1, 4. 4 minus 1, 3, right? 1 plus 4, 3 minus 1 means, so what will get here? 6, right? 7. So 1, 2, 3. Third term is 7 only. But this series doesn't work with this arithmetic progression. This is the geometric progression. I'll tell you how we're going to solve the geometric progression. Right? The formula is different. I'll tell you the formula. Right? Next, sum of n terms. For example, if you want to find the sum of n terms of a given series, if you want to find that one, simply please note this. 0.5 means, for example, n by 2, simply 0.5 means 0.5 into n. So it's required 3 terms, right? I require 3 terms, these three terms. So n value is 3 into 2a. Initial term is 2 into a, right? Its value is 2 plus, I required 3 numbers, and difference is, what is the difference? 3, right? So 0.35 into, so 1.5. So 2 plus 2 into 3, 6. What is that value? 8. 8 into 1.5 means the value is 12, right? Now we can check it. 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 7, 12. You will get it in a big O of 1 time complexity. Please note this. So it is okay, but what about the geometric? See, the geometric is also the same, like a into r power n minus 1. R is the ratio. What is the ratio between these two? Ratio is 2, right? Ratio is 2, right? The ratio of the any two consecutive numbers, 16 by 8, 2, 8 by 4, 2, 4 by 2, 2. The ratio is 2, right? Then simply initial term. What is initial term? 1 into r. What is the ratio? 2. And I require third term. What is the third term? 8, right? We'll just see. What is the third, right? Sorry, initial term is 2. Sorry. Initial term is 2 and 2 power n minus 1 means 3 minus 1. We'll get 8 only. Please note these formulas are very, very important because you can solve these problems in big O of 1 time complexity instead of go for the n time complexity. See the next one. See, if r value, please note this, if your ratio for sometimes your ratio may be less than 1 also. So for that reason you just use this formula. If your r value is greater than 1, here your r value is greater than 1. What is r value here? We'll get a greater than 1. So you simply go for this formula. This is not will work. Why? Because here r value is 2, right? So 2 less than 1, condition false, right? Here condition true. So you just use this formula. You will get the sum of these terms. Please remember these formulas. These formulas are very, very useful. So they may ask the questions, program to find the number of terms. So sorry, sum of n terms in a given program, given series. Okay. Sometimes they may ask the question like this also. I want find the sum of terms between the n1 and n2. n1 and n2. How we are going to solve this problem? In big O of 1 time complexity. For example, they have given the program to find the sum of terms between the range of n1 to n2. You simply find the n2 and as well as n1, we can minus. So n2 minus n1, you will get the answer. That's all, right? So you just find the entire series and up to this series. You simply minus, then you will get this part only. Is this clear? Is this clear? Here also you'll get big O of 1 time complexity. So it will work. Just apply. Just now you have seen, right? This is the program. If you don't use the formula, you will get time complexity of big O of n. If you use the formula, you can solve the same problem, the time complexity of big O of 1. Okay, just practice these four formulas. These formulas are very, very useful. You need to find that first you have to decide, is that arithmetic progress or geometric progress? Arithmetic progress means is the common difference, it should be same. Here ratio should be same. It is a ratio and this is the difference. It is a difference, this is the arithmetic progression. It is a ratio, it is a geometric progression, GP. Okay, if you differentiate these two things, then you just apply these formulas. Please note these formulas, right? The next thing, quadratic equations. You know very well, b square minus 4ac by 2a minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. So you know very well ax square plus bx plus c. They ask the roots of the given expressions. Because why I am going to teach you all the things means one problem should be in the basic level and one problem should be in the advanced level. So in the basic level, they are going to expect the time complexity of big O of 1 by asking this kind of simple questions. That is why I'm going to just recall all the things, right? B square minus 4ac by, if B square minus 4ac is greater than 0, less than 0, equal to 0. We have three conditions, right? Please remember these three conditions. Sometimes they may ask you to just, they may ask you, so what kind of roots these are? Those roots are equal, the roots are imaginary, the roots are different. See, these are the four situations I have given here. B square minus 4ac. So if the 4ac is greater, then the roots are complex or imaginary. Is not real. Is not real. If both are equal, the roots are same. Please note this. The roots are same. If b square is greater, simply the real and different means it contains two roots. Here also it contains two roots, but here it contains only one root. The question may be asked. The way of the question is they may ask any number of ways, but only the thing is you should clear the concept. If you clear the concept, definitely you can crack the exam. Okay. In the next class, we are going to see the prime number in the minimum time, how to find the minimum time. Okay. In the next video, we will see, and as well as the factorial, how to find the minimum, find the factorial, the minimum time, Okay. I'll show you all things in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this video. A small suggestion, if you not subscribed, please subscribe my channel, and please suggest my channel to your friends and your groups, so it will help to me to improve my channel, as well as I'll get small motivation from your side. Okay, thank you very much. Now if you have any comments or any doubts, please comment on my video. Now as well as if you have any suggested videos, and also just comment on my video, definitely I'll do the things. And from today onwards until Wipro exam, every day, frequently I'm going to post the videos into my channel. Please watch and learn and try to crack the coding count. Thank you very much.
Hi friends, please subscribe my channel for technical training and placement related videos. And if you want more updates on my videos, please click on bell icon. Thank you for subscribing.